Ghost Pony and the Scream Extractor of Ponyville. Chapter 1. A suspiciously smiley factory. In the peaceful town of Ponyville, something wasn't peaceful. The old taffy factory on the edge of town had suddenly reopened, except instead of candy, bright green sparks were shooting out of the smokestacks. Inside, clank, Ghost Pony blinked. "Why am I strapped to a chair?" he asked calmly. Metal cuffs clinked around his hooves. Clink, clank! Around him, a group of overexcited pony scientists in white lab coats rushed around flipping switches. One scientist gasped dramatically. "It is time! Activate the Scream Extractor 3000! A giant chrome machine rolled forward. Tubes, gauges, a massive vacuum hose attached to a glowing tank labelled 100% pure Scream power. Ghost Pony's eyes widened. Oh no. Chapter 2. The Hose of Doom. The machine powered up. SFX. Whoom! The long rubber hose slowly turned toward Ghost Pony. It extended and extended and extended. Jenkins the dragon peeked from behind a crate. Boss," Jenkins whispered. "That looks—" Ghost Pony gulped. The hose crept closer. Creaks! It hovered inches from his face. Ghost Pony clamped his mouth shut. The scientists cheered. "Open wide," one shouted. The hose lunged closer. Ghost Pony squeezed his eyes shut. The hose got right up to his mouth. He popped his mouth open. "Oh no!" The suction kicked in. Flop! His tongue flapped wildly. His cheeks vibrated like jelly. Flabber, flabber, fluff, womp. His lips stretched sideways. Wah! Wobble, wobble. His mouth flapped like a rubber door in a windstorm. Jenkins stared. I think his face just changed shapes. Ghost Pony's eyes spun. Zoop, zoop. The hose sucked dramatically, but Ghost Pony suddenly snapped his mouth shut. Thwip. The hose bonked against his lips. Boing! The scientists gasped. He's resisting. The hose tried again. Closer, closer. Ghost Pony opened his mouth again. "Oh no! Again!" His tongue flailed like a flag in a hurricane. Blor, 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 blorp. His mouth stretched tall, then wide, then sideways. His lips flapped like laundry on a windy day. Flappity whop whop. His cheeks puffed and deflated. He made the silliest faces imaginable. One scientist dropped a clipboard. Is it supposed to do that? Another scientist flipped pages in a manual. It says extreme silliness may occur. Chapter 3. Jenkins to the rescue. Jenkins squinted at the control panel. Okay, there's got to be an off switch. The machine intensified. Whoom! Ghost Pony's eyes bulged. His mouth wobbled dramatically. He tried talking mid-suction. Jenkins winced. Yeah, I don't think that's a real scream. The tank labelled pure Scream power barely flickered. The scientists panicked. It's not filling. Turn up the suction. The hose roared louder. Ghost Pony's mane whipped backward. Whoosh! His lips stretched into a long noodle shape. Sprung! Jenkins grabbed the plug cord. Sorry, science. He yanked it. Pop! Pop! Everything went silent. The hose drooped. Suspects flop. Ghost Pony slowly blinked. His face wobbled back into place. Boing, boing. He slumped in the chair. I regret everything. The scientists stared at the empty Scream tank. One coughed. Perhaps laughter power would be easier. Ghost Pony's eye twitched. Chapter 4. Factory Frenzy Escape. Jenkins hurried over and unlocked the straps. Click, click. Ghost Pony stood up shakily. Jenkins. Yes, boss. Remind me never to tour experimental Scream facilities again. Noted. The scientists scrambled for a backup generator. Ghost Pony gasped. Oh no, you don't. He grabbed the hose. It flopped dramatically. He spun it around like a lasso. The hose vacuumed up papers, lab coats, and a rolling cart. Whoop! Scientists yelped as they spun in circles. Jenkins laughed. This is way better than Scream power. Ghost Pony tied the hose into a knot. Knot, twist, squeak, the machine sputtered. Sput, sput, whee! Then exploded in glittery, harmless sparks. Pop, fizzle, silence. The factory lights dimmed. Chapter 5. Back to Ponyville. Outside, the factory sign flickered and fell off. Ghost Pony dusted himself off. Jenkins looked up. You made some interesting faces back there. Ghost Pony groaned. Never speak of the noodle mouth incident again. Jenkins grinned. Too late. I memorized the sound effects. Ghost Pony's eyes widened. Don't you dare. Jenkins puffed a tiny laugh. Fifth! Ghost Pony sighed dramatically. Well, at least they didn't get my scream. Jenkins nodded. Guess you're just not scary enough. GhostPony smirked. Oh, I can be scary. He suddenly made a ridiculous suction face. Wubbub! Jenkins burst out laughing, and somewhere inside the broken factory, the empty tank flickered faintly. A tiny spark of collected silliness glowed. Laughter, 1%. The end, or is